Did you know that picking the wrong name for your cleaning business could cost you thousands of dollars? Well, it's true. I'm gonna tell you all about it, but first, play that intro. What is going on? Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Mike Mack from thejanitorialentrepreneur.com, and I help people start, grow, and automate wildly profitable office cleaning businesses. And on this video, I'm gonna show you 3 reasons why picking the wrong name for your cleaning business will actually cost you money. And on the contrary, picking the correct name will actually help you get better clients even faster. But first, if you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, turn on the notification bell, because I put out videos just like this every single Friday and you're not gonna wanna miss them. And I think they're gonna get better. I'm a little biased. By the way, new studio, setting it up still. It probably doesn't look great yet, but I promise you we're putting together something nice so it does look great. Also, stick around to the very end for your weekly bonuses. Again, you know I come bearing gifts. Now that all of that's out of the way, let's get into this week's video. Okay, so typically when starting a new company, a lot of people have this thing where they want to name it after themselves, or even nobler, they want to name it after their children or use the initials and go with JRT Cleaning, JS Cleaning. It's like, oh, it's my kids' initials. I want to leave it to them. I want to leave them a great profitable business. That is a wonderful, wonderful thought. And it's a very nice thought, but that thought will actually cost you money. Where did I get that from? Life experience, that's where I got it from. So just starting out, we didn't have money to compete with anybody else, so we had to make ourselves a unicorn, okay? So people who have been subscribed to this channel, they're like, yeah, unicorn, $300. You built this big thing, started with like $300. I'm sorry, but I gotta get through it really quickly, just for the newbies. So, starting out of the gate, I left my job too early. We're really down to our last $300, and it was actually like $296 when you think about it. Well, I know we're splitting hairs here, but it's not a lot of money. The point is, we had to stand out from everybody else, right? Now, when I looked around at the competition, you had franchises and you had the mom and pop cleaning businesses. You had ABC Cleaning, you have, somebody's last name cleaning. You had a bunch of those. And then we popped up with our name and our messaging, and all of that mattered to them. Now I know what you're thinking. That's pretty shallow, just to pick a cleaning business just based off of the name of the company. Yeah, listen, I don't know what to tell you. All I can tell you is it is absolutely a fact that your name absolutely matters. I'll give you a for instance. One of our students currently going through the program, he was in negotiations with a $7,000 a month account, and during the back and forth, at one point, the contact head that he was dealing with actually told him, we brought you in here because we seen your name and we were like, they get me, they get our space. They understand our space. Think about that, a $7,000 a month account because of the name of your company. Isn't that crazy? Well, it gets crazier. Now let's get into the 3 reasons. Okay, reason number 1 is missed opportunities. Now, I kind of mentioned it in the story with one of my first few clients and also one of our students who it was in talks with someone at $7,000 a month, and the woman there doing negotiation was like, hey, we loved your name. You kind of like won top of mind, and kind of like now you're in here basically because of your name. Now you think about that. Now there's plenty more to this person and his brand, but just the name was enough to attract. And it was the same thing for us in the beginning. We always kind of got something like, oh, we love your name. We love this name. Oh, that's so nice. It's perfect for schools. It makes me as a principal feel like I hired the right company. Do you see that? All from a name. So now, when you name your company after your last name or something like that, you're missing an opportunity. You're missing an opportunity to make easier sales. You're missing an opportunity to be the unicorn. I mean, that's what this channel is all about. This channel really is all about teaching people to go out there in their market and make themselves the unicorn. When you are the unicorn, you get to charge more. When you're the unicorn, you get to attract. You don't have to be salesy. You can build relationships instead of closing sales. Shameless plug to my picture. I don't know, it's not really a plug, it doesn't cost anything, but anyway, don't miss opportunities. Really try to think about your niche, try to think about what would be important to them, and then give your company a name that way. Reason number 2, when it's time to sell. Now, I don't know what your ambition is. Maybe your ambition is to just build a cleaning business that just simply frees you from your 9 to 5 so you can go off and do bigger and better things. Or maybe you want to grow a company that's big enough to where you can leave it for your family. Those are great. Or maybe you want to grow a big cleaning business and do one of 2 things. One is you want to sell it because maybe you want to move. Maybe you want the freedom to know, hey, I'm in California, I want to move to Nebraska, or I'm in Nebraska, I want to move to California and I want to start another cleaning business there, because once you know what to do, you could do it anywhere. So you're not just gonna leave your business aside, no, you're gonna sell it because you built it into a machine, an ROI machine. People will pay you for that. If you did decide to sell it, you will get less money. This is an absolute fact. You will get less money if it's named after yourself. If the company is named Mike Mac Cleaning, I will get less money than if it were named, Kind Cleaning or Kinder Clean or, whatever it is. Do you see that? It's worth less to potential investors because it's like, oh, well, this person is the face of the company. Now the face has left. What am I left with? Just this person's namesake. And if I'm in a position where, just change the name. But the problem is, Mike Mac Cleaning, that's what built the trust with all of these clients. If I change the name, that may ruffle feathers and it may make it harder on the new owner, because a lot of people are going to be like, anything they notice a little bit out of place, they're going to be like, oh, Mike Mac Cleaning was here, it was never like that until you changed the name. When in reality, it really didn't change much, just changed the name. Everything else is absolutely the same, but it's enough to get in people's heads. And number 2, maybe your ambition is way bigger than that. Maybe you're like, Mike, I don't want any of that. What do you want? I want it all. What does that mean? I want to franchise my cleaning business. I want my idea for my unique cleaning business, I want it to be everywhere in my state, and then I want it everywhere in this country, and then I want it everywhere in the world, and we can take it all over. Maybe that's your ambition. Well, guess what? If you name it after your kid's initials, it's way less likely to really take off and have people buy in. This is branding 101. Now, I'm not a branding coach, but I do have a branding coach. And if I did that, he'd be very upset with me. Let's just put it that way. And reason number 3, authority, magnetism. Now, let me take you back to when we first started. And starting out, like I said, we would get a lot of people thinking we were a franchise. But I remember the first time we got it was, we were both at a networking event. Jess and I were at a networking event, and somebody walks up to us and they're like, I love what you guys are about. I just heard Jess just gave an elevator speech, and it was like, oh, I love what you guys are about. So this is a franchise, right? Where else are you guys located? And we were looking at each other like, no, this is not a franchise. This is just, He was like, oh, you're just local. And then we were like, yeah. And he was like, wow, okay, so you must have a really strong handle on this area. And we're thinking, we're just starting. Like, we have a few accounts under our belts. It's not that serious. But do you see that? Because of the name and the brand and the marketing, this person thought that we were such a big company. They thought we were a lot bigger than we were. Now, as this person was an attorney, this person would have no problem handing over the reins to his office with a lot of delicate information to a company that he felt had authority in the area. So because of that, he had a magnetic pull towards us, and then that became a client just based on that. Okay, so in conclusion, I just want to say, I think it's an amazing opportunity to actually think about a name that really is going to pull your potential dream clients towards you. Now, if you are hell-bent on naming your company after your children or after your dogs, No judgment here. If you plan on doing it without it, doing your way, I totally respect that. I just wanted to share that just the simple name of your business could really change the trajectory of your company, especially early on, and also when it's time to sell or potentially franchise, all right? But do whatever makes you happy. Okay, this week's bonus, I actually got 2 bonuses for you, which is like, woohoo! And bonus number 1 is get the free training below. It's called the 3 keys to building a wildly profitable office cleaning business without cleaning. See, oftentimes a lot of people get stuck at doing the cleaning, but that's no way to boss up and boss out. Did I make that up? I don't think so, but I don't remember hearing it from anywhere. And bonus number 2, we now have a couple more spots open for our coaching program. It's called the Wealthy Janitorial Entrepreneur Program. That coaching program is absolutely stacked with everything from what names to pick, you know, how do I build my brand, how do I attract clients, how do I get higher paying clients, how do I bid like a boss and not like a cleaner, how to get superstar cleaners into my world so they absolutely don't go anywhere forever, all the back end stuff. I mean, everything one could possibly need to start, grow, and automate a wildly profitable office cleaning business, and more importantly, make yourself the unicorn in your area. All of that. If you're more interested in that, you can click the link below and you can apply to be one of the last few members. All right, but that's it from me on this video. As always, I had a blast, and if you like this video, could you please give me a thumbs up? I say please because I don't want you to do anything you don't want to do. If you're not into it, don't give a thumbs up, all right? No, but I really appreciate it. We want to see this channel grow, and we're growing pretty quickly now, and it's really exciting. You guys are the best. I love reading your comments. If you have any questions, drop them below. If you haven't already, join the free Facebook group. It's called the Wildly Profitable Office Cleaning Business Factory, where we what is that? I don't know. But basically, we just keep making them, all right? That's a free strategy group. You get a lot of your questions answered, and we get to know each other more, all right? So we're building a cool little tribe over there. If you haven't already, join us there. If you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe. If you haven't liked the video yet, please like the video. If you haven't turned on notifications, you're gonna miss more videos like this, all right? I'm done. I'm leaving. I hope you enjoyed the video. I'll see you next Friday.